Hey guys, Evanator2437 here, and today I'm playing Disco Dodgeball. I'm not actually playing right now. This is a pre-recording that I'm going to be commentating over. So this is a post-commentary today because it's a skill game. So obviously it's probably a better idea if you want to have legitimate commentary to do it after the video so that you don't look like you're terrible at the game or look like you're really bad at commentary. Well, you might actually be really bad at commentary. I'm new on the YouTubes, so obviously I might not be the best yet. Well, that's obvious. No one's the best except for the best. Wow, that was really obvious. Anyway, after those strange remarks, let's start this video. Sorry you have to see all this recording stuff, but whatever. It doesn't have to be professional. You're not tied to the whole professionalism thing until you become like over 10,000 subscribers. So, this is Disco Dodgeball, which is a game that's kind of like an FPS, but it's also kind of not. It's dodgeball, but you've got these little robots in different modes, different ways to score, and unlike normal dodgeball where you have two sides that are just plain flat panels basically and then a line in the middle, you have these different maps that are more reminiscent of a legitimate FPS. Well, this is a legitimate FPS, but you know what I mean, I hope. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So I'm jumping right in here to a match, playing as red team because that's my favorite color. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that in any of my other videos. I feel like I mentioned it, but I'm not sure. Maybe I just mention it a lot and you guys are getting tired of hearing it. So yeah, this is Disco Dodgeball, played in this different map. You know, you have blue versus red. You can also have free-for-alls. You have the power-ups, which, you know, give you special abilities and such. And you can get special KOs that include Ricochet, where your ball bounces once. Because in this game, your ball can bounce once and still be a threat. It doesn't have to be, it can bounce once before it becomes neutral. There's a word I was looking for, neutral. So, you can get like all sorts of cool takedowns. You can be in midair, you get extra points for them. Points don't matter unless you're playing in score attack mode. And in score attack mode, the challenge is it's team versus team or free fall. And you're trying to pull off the craziest trick shots and takedowns so that you can get the most points. I mean, just a standard KO is 50 points, but if you get like a ricochet or an airstrike or a duck hunt or a flying squirrel, there's a bunch of different. So there's like a huge list of different takedowns that you can pull off under certain circumstances. There's like backfires and catches. You can catch, and the catching mechanic has been perfected because it's hard to make a catching mechanic in a dodgeball game that isn't just completely easy. But this game did it really well. They nailed the catch mechanics. The catch mechanics are when somebody throws a ball at you, you can click on it while it's flying at you, and you will catch it, which will get them out. So it's really cool. It works really smooth. The controls are responsive, but I'm not going to say they're tight. I mean, they work, but the whole premise of the game, just for this whole thing to work, basically, how it works is everything's really slidey. The only way you can stop sliding is with E. So mostly you're not changing your speed or momentum that much. You're kind of just sliding around constantly. It's not like a normal where it's like a walking type mechanic where, you know, you just walk in any direction. You slide everywhere. There's like you know, the kind of a, it's hard to explain. You'll have to play the game. It is, you can get a free demo and try it out. There's a free demo on Steam right now. So you can go get it. I believe there's also a web version on Congregate.com. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. Congregate, Kongregate. It's a great site. Oh, he got me. So Ryan's on fire right now, which means he's got a bunch of KOs in a row without dying. So at this point, I decided I'm going to go after him. which I believe I exceeded in. I don't remember. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Extinguished. So, you know, you get bonus points for all sorts of stuff. And in deathmatch, it doesn't matter. It only matters the actual takedowns you get. This is a timed match, so it'll go on for another minute 25 seconds before the game ends, and then whoever has a high score wins. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be red. Not hard to tell. Don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. I guess some. Maybe you do. Yeah, so there was a mid-air. And when you're in score attack mode, you kind of want to necessarily jump around a lot to get more mid-airs. In mid-air, you don't control as much, but your movements are more slow, so it's easier to account for them when enemies are flying around. And when enemies are mid-air, since they have no control of their speed or direction, it's a lot easier to hit enemies who are in mid-air. And there's a low gravity option that you can do that basically sets the game to have low gravity. And when you do that, they're pretty much... Whenever you fly off any type of ramp or do anything, or jump even the slightest bit, you are essentially... Whoa. You're essentially unable to do anything while you're in the air, and people can hit you from anywhere all the time. Ooh, Aaliyah's... Oh. I think Aaliyah was on our team. Yeah. Aaliyah was on our team. Nice. Ooh! I should have caught that one. I just wasn't thinking about it. Catch! Skills! Last second takedown. Alright, so that was just your standard deathmatch in the standard arena. This is just the most basic map they have. It's just an arena map. So, let's go into the match settings. Score battle is up next. So, we're gonna do score battle, and like I explained, score battle is the game mode where it's not necessarily dependent on how many KOs your team gets, but how good they look while doing it, basically. So I turned power-ups off because sometimes power-ups can be annoying. So we're in the cage map, and you'll notice that the pillars are flashing and like everything's going with the music, in rhythm with the music. That is because this whole game is set in a dance club. Ooh, that was some nice skills by me there. I'm gonna compliment my Pat self for that. Sorry, I get sidetracked really easily. If you've watched my videos, you probably know this. Especially when I'm commentating and playing games that require focus and skill. It's just really hard to keep on one facet of thinking for more than a couple minutes. Well, not even a couple minutes. But as I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, was that the pillars and everything is set in a well, not the pillars. This whole dodgeball battle is set in a dance club. So everything flashes in rhythm with music, and there's like 15 or so different tracks, I want to say. And this game's only $10. So if you were just buying the music, it would cost the same amount, maybe even more. But you get the music and this awesome game. Is there anything else I can explain about the core gameplay? Oh, there's boost, where if you use left shift at any time, it boosts you, and you can use a certain number of boosts to get. So if it's you and an enemy running towards one ball, and you need to get there first and then turn around and take him out, you can use boost and just get there before him. Of course, if he uses boost first, then it's just up to whoever touches it first. Kind of lucky. But yeah, boost is really useful for dodging, you know, running through dangerous areas, you know, just quickly strafing through, grabbing a ball, and getting out of there immediately. You also have jumping, and unlike just a standard jump where you just tap spacebar and it jumps, you hold it, and the longer you hold it, the more powerful it gets, until it gets as powerful it can be, basically. And at which point, once it gets to full power, of course you can't charge it up anymore, but you will fly really far. It jumps a lot, but it takes a really long time for jump to charge up. Also, I've noticed that you can't use boost unless it's 100%. I think. I've tried it a couple times, and it only seems to work if it's 100. Ricochet. I love the announcer too. He sounds so cool. He makes everything you're doing sound way more awesome than it is. Ricochet! It's so ridiculous. Air strike! But yeah, this game's really fun. Sometimes you can feel cheated when you're playing with bots because they're bots. AI is obviously can be as powerful as it wants to be. It's pretty much has no limit to the skill that it can have. It can predict your movements. You know, it can predict where you're going, what you're doing. It knows what keys you're pressing when you're pressing them. You know, it's all knowing, so you really can't fight an AI if it was using its full capabilities. And sometimes even on easy mode, the AI does really ridiculous things, like get hits off from across the entire screen. Not usually. Usually they're like completely horrible and they miss everything, but then there'll be that one shot that they get you from the entire screen away and they'll just nail you, and they bounce it off like well, you can't bounce off two objects, but they bounce it off like an object while in midair, and then they do like a triple backflip while it's coming towards you just for good measure. You know, that kind of stuff. It feels like, wait, I thought I was playing on easy mode, you know, kind of a thing. Or, especially in hoops. I've noticed in the game mode hoops, which is kind of like basketball type game. I don't think I show you it in this game because it really annoys me, and I kind of lose my temperament when I play it, because the AI in hoops is ridiculously powerful. The enemy AI is ridiculously good at that game. They always are working as a team. They always know exactly what everybody else is doing. They always know exactly what to do to win. And the worst part is, they give you horrible AI, because your AI will stand there doing absolutely nothing while they're running around killing people. But other than that, they're just kind of standing around, walking around. They're not actually contributing that much to the hoops. And when they do actually go and try and, you know, get a score for your team, they usually miss. However, every time your enemy gets a chance to hit your hoop with the Super Ball, they pretty much 90% of the time hit. Which I'm just gonna tell you, it drives me insane every time. It just drives me crazy. So that's why I don't play hoops, because it just drives me insane. I just can't take it. It's ridiculous. So I gave up. But you know, deathmatch and elimination are fun. I forget what I do next in this pre-recording. Oh, that's right. Yes, arcade mode. So arcade mode is basically you have a series of levels and waves, and each level consists of a couple waves. Oh, see, that's not a good start. I'm gonna tell you, I don't get very far into this before I just get destroyed by a dude named Trevor. I've noticed that some AI are better than other AI, even on the same difficulty. Like, I've noticed that whenever the name Trevor is given to one of the AI, that player always seems to play really well. I'm wondering if that's like purposeful or if it just happens to be that way, because I spectated an AI match. You can do that where you just play it, just do an AI match. And oh, that was skills. So when you play an AI match and you spectate, obviously it's just, you can do that. So it's really cool if you're just not feeling like playing today. Just jump on an AI match and mess around and see how. Yeah, there's Trevor. See how. What do I want to say? See how the AI plays. See their weaknesses, strengths, yada yada yada. But one time I was playing an elimination round, and it was red versus blue, and Trevor was on red. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. I might have to cut that out. Stupid computer alerts. Alright, so anyway. Trevor was on the map as red, and multiple times, almost all the time, he took out everyone on the blue team, and was always the last person surviving on red team, and if it was him versus another dude, he would always win in 1v1. So I began to be a little suspicious. You know, Trevor seems a lot of like a better player than everybody else on this entire server. And you'll notice that I can't actually hit Trevor ever. I can't hit Trevor ever. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why Trevor's so skilled, because so that people could make that rhyme. I can't hit Trevor ever. Hey, maybe that was put on purpose. I'm probably just delusional. So, you know, obviously sometimes he's a horrible shot and doesn't hit me, and then other times he nails me from across the entire map. I think that was pretty close, but nice try, Trev. Whoa, what did I hit? Just jumped. Oh, I must have jumped. That would explain it. And I guess I was really out of the zone because Trevor's so intimidating. I mean, that's an intimidating name. Really intimidating. Yeah. I don't really have much to say. I mean, it's a fun game. You should probably go get it. And the music's really cool. Like I said, you get like $10 of music. You can select what track you want. It's not a very complex track selecting system, and you can only do it in the menu. Can't do it mid-game. Oh, and I'm on my last life. You can't do it mid-game, but you get like $10 of really neat electronic dance music, which is a category now, which is probably one of my favorite categories because it's just cool. So you'll see the visualizer is over there pumping away. And Trevor beat me because he is obviously the skilled. Anyone with buck teeth is automatically super deadly with their skills, with the Z. Skills. So here's challenge mode, where you have different game modes. And basically, in these different game modes, there's these special conditions that you have, and you have to do stuff. Obviously, it wouldn't be a fun game if you didn't have to do stuff. So in this mode, it's Juggernaut, where I am invulnerable and I have a limited amount of time to get as many points as I can by pulling off stylish KOs and the like, you know. But like I said, I'm completely invincible, so I don't even have to worry about anyone. And as you can see, there's just a flurry of balls there to catch one. If I wasn't invulnerable there, I'd be very, very bad. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Top Gun! I think Top Gun is when you're both moving through the air, I want to say. Like, you know, ooh, nice catch. Nice catch, mate. When you're both moving through the air, when you're moving through the air, and the enemy's moving through the air, you did Top Gun. That's what I've observed. They don't tell you the specifics of each special move. Like, sometimes there's a lot of confusion with the air ones. Sometimes I get Flying Squirrel, sometimes I get Airstrike. Sometimes you get mid-air. I don't know what the difference is. I know that dunk is when you're right above them. When you just, you know, slam dunk it into them. But I don't know the difference between any of the other ones. I don't know the specifics, so I wish there was like some kind of thing that said what to do to get certain KO bonuses, special KOs. Yeah, so I've got 30 seconds left as Juggernaut. This mode's pretty fun, because, you know, if you like power fantasy, this is the game mode for you. I'm invulnerable! Feel me, tiny robots. I'm invulnerable. Oh, he's down. Oh, she is. Her name was Jenna. So obviously it's good. Ooh, cat! Oh, such skills. When Juggernaut is like the best game mode, because you can just... Did you just lose a match to the awesome OPAI in the Hoops game mode? Well, don't worry. Now we have Juggernaut mode, where you can come and be invincible and beat all those AI people without threat, just to feel better. See, that's what Juggernaut is. That's what Juggernaut mode is. So now we're in Air Raid. After that interruption, after that ad, we're now in Air Raid, where the game mode is only air KOs count. Only knockouts that are airstrikes, mid-airs, yada yada yada. Only they count. But you have a jetpack and a heavy homing ball. And you can upgrade the homing strength of your ball. And in all these game modes, you can upgrade stuff to get, you know, more points. But yeah, only air KOs count, and you have a jetpack, which allows you to stay in air for a lot longer. You have homing ball to make it easier while in midair and make stuff look really cool. I love the homing effects. Beep, 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 boom. Just the lock on. So you can see at the bottom right, I've got those 2 bucks. Top Gun. Makes it sound so epic. Ooh, that was neat. So yeah, this is also a fun game mode because you are killable. Like, you can die. You will die if someone hits you. But since you're flying around all the time, you know, and you're just going everywhere, flying through the air constantly, it's kind of hard to hit you, especially for easy level AI. So again, another great game if you're feeling annoyed, because you can just fly through the air like a bird. It's free and get a bunch of airstrikes. Be like a death drone. Oh, nice catch. Oh, I was hoping like I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna look so awesome if I get a mid-air catch and then use that ball to immediately hit someone behind me. But I failed, so I screwed up. Ah, whatever. The AI always throws to you, your teammate AI, rather than actually fighting. It just throws to you, so they're basically your ball collectors. Oh, there's a dunk. Yeah, they're basically just your ball collectors. That's about all they do. So, you pretty much always have a ball ready. And they always know exactly where you're going to be. Even if you change directions, they still throw to where you're going to be. Even if you immediately change directions. I don't know how they do it, but AI, the power of AI. So, now let's capture the cube, which is essentially capture the flag, but with a cube. What else is there to say? And this game we do lose, which is pretty sad. Yeah. It takes a while, but yeah, there's a lot of unnecessary back and forth that goes on. Yeah, so it's been like 20 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and maybe a subscription. That'd be very kind of you. Why are you chucking the cube? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Your fault, not my deal. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Go try out the free trial of this game. It's really fun. You seriously need to try out the demo. I mean, if you don't like it, then whatever, you know. At least you tried, but you should definitely try it. You should definitely at least try. So right here, I'm struggling to get up to the score zone. I'm probably gonna die. I can feel it. Yep. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Also, before I go, I would like to if you just wanted to see the gameplay, then you should leave now, because I'm gonna ask you guys something very important. Okay? So please stay tuned a little bit longer. If you don't care, you know, then just leave now. But I'm wondering what you guys think I should do as my intro for this channel. Just the intro in general. Nothing, no specific intro. I have 3 rules with what the intro should be, and leave it in the comment section, by the way. So leave that in the comments. Let me know what you think the intro should be. But I have 3 rules. First rule: due to the nature of my channel, obviously I'm trying to make everything family friendly, so please make it family friendly. 2, it has to be unique. Like, it can't be a copy or a half-ish rip-off of somebody else's channel intro. It has to be completely unique. That would be, I mean, if it's like something more generic that's a rip-off of some people, but just because of how generic it is, that's fine. And also, it has to, it has to be generic. As in, I have to be able to use it for all sorts of different videos. Gaming videos, I have to be able to use it for. I have to be able to use it for real life. I'm going to do a series where I do Nerf gun reviews, so I have to be able to use it for Nerf gun reviews. It has to be really generic where I can use it for almost anything. Because that's what I'm going for, so that I can use it everywhere, and it's gonna be like my signature. So please leave your suggestion in the comments section, and I will make sure to, you know, weigh in the options and decide. So thanks for listening to me go on about what you should do to be a part of my channel and the active community of my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. So I'll be logging off now. Oh wait, I guess I should do my outro. This is Evan Editor 2437 logging off.